Hi friends, so in today's video we are going to be looking at all the high yield topics from each subject. So this is from PrepLadder itself and I'll be showing you all the subjects and their important high yield topics. So we are looking at anesthesia right now. Something which we can actually do is like this: as we are studying, to mark these important topics so that we can pay more attention to these important topics. This is anesthesia. Going to radiology. Psychiatry. And also something which we can do is watch the previous year questions and actually mark them down as well in this page or somewhere, so that we can pay more attention to that as well, because many times topics do repeat. So if we pay more attention to those topics, the chances are that those topics could repeat for us as well. Dermatology. Obstetrics and gynecology. So ortho is divided into 3 parts. We're going to look at the part 1 now. Moving to part 2. And finally part 3. Now we are in pediatrics, part 1. So they have said that the community pediatrics is to be done with PSM. That's some things which are actually written like this. We can keep it in mind, and as we are doing as we are doing PSM, we can actually do community pediatrics together with PSM. This is part 2. This is surgery part 1. The TNM staging. Oh yes, there are questions always from TNM staging, but it's not a lot of questions for us, right? But still, knowing them is important. Hernia, burns. Yes. Medicine part 1. ECG. Something else to remember is this, that as we are doing certain things, right, to look at their ultrasound, we need to really see, and we need to really practice, and we need to really know what we are dealing with. Medicine part 2. Coming to PSM, the programs are the most important. We must revise all the recent updates and newly launched programs. And also we have to revise most of these things we need to revise them. If we don't revise them, we might forget certain things. At the same time, PSM is very scoreable subject. Coming to ENT, ophthalmology. And also something which I just remembered is this, that if you have topics which you're constantly forgetting or constantly messing up in the exam, right? Like I'm talking about the mock test and the grand test. It's wise to write it down somewhere that, okay, you're always messing up something like glaucoma. So to write it down and make sure that you study it is also very important, because it's possible that you could mess up the same thing in the exam, the real exam. So we need to prevent that from happening. Forensic. There is one good way to remember the IPCs. You could create your own mnemonic, and mnemonics are really good to make us like remember stuff like IPCs and stuff like that. And last time, and August exam and December exam, one thing which was repeating was the toxicology. There was a lot of questions from the toxicology and like pictures and stuff like that, right? Coming to pharmacology, so let's take a look at what all things are there in pharmacology. Pathology is also divided into two parts. Pathology part 1 is this. It's pretty cool that they thought of writing like this, like hematology to be done with medicine and stuff like that, because I never like paid attention to this document like that, but now that I'm looking at it, I feel like it's not a bad idea to actually do certain things with medicine, to club things up. Anyway, the paper could be clinical if it is not one-liners like in the past, right? Yeah. So, microbiology. Yeah, see, immunity to be done with path. So I'm finding a lot of things which are like clubbing and which are integrating together. So I'm like, okay. Physio is one subject which I am lacking a lot, and I know if you're like me, you could be hating physio, but I think we must pay more attention to physio. We could score some more marks from physio. So see, nerve muscle physiology is most important. So even if we are not doing anything, let's do this, okay? Let's do some of those things at least and try to solve a lot of past questions. If we hate a subject or if we do not like a subject, we cannot leave any subjects, guys. We need to do all the 19 subjects and we cannot leave anything, So even if we do not like a subject, we have to find ways to remember stuff or to like the subject if it is possible. And this is biochemistry. In biochemistry, the most important cycles, multiple revisions must be given to be studied with pediatrics. Inborn errors of metabolism, understand the step of defect of various disorders with absent enzyme and resultant substrate accumulation resulting in disease. Something which I understood about biochem. It's very scoring. Okay, it's actually very scoring. We need to buy hard a lot of stuff. We need to, I don't know if we can like maybe we can understand and learn and by heart at the same time, because biochem is very scoring. Okay, it's very boring, at the same time it's very scoring, so we need to just by heart a lot of stuff. But I like what the teacher has written right here. We can pay more attention to things like that. And also it's written right here, genetics to be done with pathology and genetic disorders of pediatrics and things like that, you know. I'm like, yeah, it's good. We can integrate stuff and study. If you have time, then you can pay attention to these notes. Now coming to anatomy. Okay, must do's, cranial nerves and nuclei. Yeah, we have to do all these things. Embryology, there is always a question, you know, like these brachial arches and clefts and the derivatives and all those things. The type of joints, there are questions. Neuroanatomy, oh yes. So my friends, that was this video. This video is just about just showing you this document. This is actually available online. This is a document which is from the Prep Ladder team itself, right? So I have this document and I have another high yield. This is actually NEET PG targeted, but it's from this sir, Dr. Ram Gopal. He is actually the author of SSM, the textbook. So I actually had his textbook, and also I was part of his group, right? So that's how I came across this list. Okay, so basically what he's written right here, you can read it. Yes, and the way how he has made this is very interesting. Like, there is a lot of important stuff right here, and he has like put the tick mark right here. So as you're done doing these things, you can tick it off right there. I will be providing you with a link or something to this in our Telegram group. Okay, so you can get access to this. If I still have not given this to you, I had this. Okay, so in this they have like, he has all these important topics which you could be doing, like, you know, one by one. He has not marked out like, okay, this much is this subject, but rather he has given all the topics. It's a long list, but if it is possible, like if you have nothing in front of you and you want to just like start from somewhere, I think you could start from this as well, right? Because that starting is the most hardest problem. Like, you can't start, right? So you can check this out as well. But if you don't have a lot of time, don't waste your time on this. Rather just go and watch the rapid revision videos on Prep Ladder if you have Prep Ladder. I just want to say about the Unacademy. Unacademy also is having these free YouTube sessions going on right now regarding the past year questions. I did post the picture to you guys in the Telegram group, right? Yeah, so you can check that out. If you do not have any apps, if you're not part of anything, please do check it out. It's very good and you'll be able to gain some knowledge from that as well. Plus at the same time, they are actually providing a lot of like free stuff as well, so you could use their free stuff. Yeah, so as you can see, the list is pretty pretty much not ending. Okay, but I can see like the ENT stuff is only happening. So as we go down, I think very soon we'll be entering ENT and entering into the next stuff. Okay. Ortho is here. I think he's going according to like his textbook maybe. Okay, you can see how many important topics are there, like 300. I think it's gonna be 400. I think you would want this, right? Like if it's not for FMG, maybe for NEET PG, I don't know, but I will provide you with the link of this. Yeah, so that's something which you could look at. Oh yeah, it's the end. Also, I wanted to show you like these notes which I had made in the past, like last time I would say. These notes were created from FMG Solutions textbook. That's right, this was all created from that textbook. I will show you something which I really like. I am so happy in creating these notes. I'm like telling you, like it took me a lot of time to create these, but I am telling you, take the time. Sometimes you need to take the time and you need to create stuff maybe from the textbooks or anything, so that you can like don't be disheartened that if you don't have a certain app or a certain thing which your friend has and you don't have, but rather utilize what you have, and then things will work out for you. Okay, so what I did was I was going through the textbook, I was doing stuff, and I was making these notes from that textbook only. Okay, so that's how I made all this. I'm pretty happy with my notes, these notes. That's why I want to show this to you. Plus I will be showing you something else today, and that is my Anki. That's right, I do have Anki, which I am not using right now, but I do wanna like start to use it again because I think Anki is pretty good, and I'll be showing you FMG Solution, the book as well. Yeah, I mean I cannot show you the book because I actually tore the book, not with anger no. It is pretty fat book. Okay, so I kind of tore it, so I will show you the online version of the book, and then you'll be able to see pretty much what FMG Solution book has. And if you are able to just get the book and study properly, I think you can still ace the exam, because the book has got a lot of good stuff, and not shortcuts, but rather everything is there. So that's something. Guys, we are moving to Anki. Okay, well, I have not done anything, okay, because it's been a while since I have been here in my Anki. So let's take a look at how I've done my Anki, so that later on, if you wanted to do it, you could do it. Okay, and this is a fake Anki, by the way. I mean, the real Anki on iPad, you have to pay money. Okay, you have to pay like 2,000 something or something. So I did not get it. I'd rather went with the fake Anki, which is free. So I'm just gonna show you like pharmacology, where I have done stuff. So you can see this is just my pharmacology. I will show you how it looks. This is also everything in this is from FMG Solutions textbook. So this is how I created it. See, and if you do not know it, you can fail yourself. Okay, all this, you must know these things. If you do not know it, fail yourself. If you know it, good. So why should you use Anki, right? And when should you use Anki? If you have no time at all. My friends, if you are like preparing for the June exam, you don't have time, right? So don't go behind Anki, because Anki is gonna take a lot of time. Rather you just create some flashcards with paper or something like that. It will be better for you, or just write it down or something. But my friend, if you're not preparing for the June exam, you have time. If you have time, you can create Anki, because if the next exam is going to be the next exam, the next exam, then you might want to use Anki, because you will have a lot of stuff, a lot of things to remember. And I think Anki is a good tool for you to remember stuff. So do check it out, okay? And how can you use it, right? So I will show you how you can use it. So this is a fake Anki, but still we can do it. So you click the new deck, you enter the new deck demo something, and you can put a description here, or you can add tags here. This is the Anki app, and then voila, you are here. So always having a question type of a thing, or a thing whereby if it's a fill in the blanks, you can have a dash in it, or some sort of a clue in the question, so that you are able to be like, okay, what is that, able to think, like that. And then put the answer in the below box. Then don't forget to save, okay? And you're done. That's basically how you create cards. Anki, the real app, it is free in the desktop, okay? So you can actually download it and use it. I don't have a laptop, so I can't do that. But if you have a laptop, do it, okay? It's actually gonna be beneficial for you, okay? So that's something. My friends, we are in the pre-PG app at the moment, okay? So in this app, there's a lot of free content. Why am I creating this video? I'm actually creating this video for my friends who do not have any apps, okay? And you are like struggling because you don't have an outlet or anything for daily test. You're not getting any MCQs done because you don't have anything to do. This is an app where you can get stuff done. Okay, wait. This is the app, pre-PG app, okay? And basically they have free tests every day. Every day you can do free tests, okay? And you can actually do workouts means there's like a lot of free MCQs in this app for all the subjects. There's a lot of free MCQs. You can do all those MCQs, and if you want to like get the paid version, it's actually cheap also. But if you don't want to get it, don't get it. Just do the free stuff. I am telling you, the free stuff is a lot of free stuff, okay? Free MCQs are a lot, and you're gonna benefit a lot from this app, I believe. Finally, my friends, we are here in the FMG Solutions textbook. So let's take a look at what all things are actually available in the textbook, so that if you still have not bought the textbook, you can buy the textbook, or you can use the textbook in a right way, okay, if you don't have anything else. So basically the content is like this. The top part is the clinical pattern questions. There's a lot of clinical pattern questions in the beginning, and then they are getting into anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, and all the subjects, okay? So in the beginning is the questions. The questions explained, board review, and image based questions, okay? You can see the answers after you finish the whole thing. Answers with explanations are only found at the 25th page, right? So that's one thing about this book. And then as we come down, we see that the book has got key points, okay? This key points is very important, especially the days before the exam. We cannot go over those big books. We need some key points to read before the exam and refresh those memory. This key point pages are very essential and very key. Then the model test paper 1 and model test paper 2 are mock tests, okay? And the keys to the answers are also available. Now I'm gonna show you how the clinical pattern questions look like. Okay, so this is the first question. So you can take your time and actually look at the question. Oh, you saw the answer, right? Okay, so one thing about these type of clinical questions is that we need to just look at the last line, which is correct about this condition. is the question. Okay, so now we are gonna browse through the question. A 25-year-old tall thin man comes to your OPD with complaints of dragging sensation in groin and scrotum on left side. On examination in standing position, impulse of coughing is present. Okay, his scrotum feels like a bag of worms. We know that is varicocele, right? And supine position leads to reduction of the tortuous swelling. Now we actually have an idea what condition this is. Now the question says which is correct about this condition, and we are pretty much sure the answer is D. Because why are we sure the answer is D? Let's take a look at their explanation. The clinical finding of bag of worm feeling in scrotum points to varicocele. It leads to dilatation and tortuosity of pampiniform plexus of vein and testicular vein. It is more common on left side. The leading cause is idiopathic but can occur due to left-sided renal cell cancer with tumor thrombus in left renal vein leading to obstruction to venous flow of left testicular vein. Venous Doppler should be done for scrotum and groin, and since it is mentioned as a tortuous swelling, excision of veins should be done. So, since it is a tortuous swelling, excision is the answer. Okay. So most of the times I've noticed subject wise questions and answers, they do provide like why they're not choosing A and C and B like that. But in this they have not said that, but I actually appreciate that because in that way we are able to see like why that's not the answer and this is the answer. I will show you one example like that. So, a 42-year-old woman with benign ovarian tumor presents with ascites and breathlessness. Chest X-ray is performed. The clinical diagnosis is. So, my friends, if we have done obs and gynae right about now, we could have an idea about the triad which is talked about right here. Okay, what is that? The Meigs syndrome, right? So, and also from the chest X-ray. What a scene right here. It shows the presence of right-sided pleural effusion along with history of ascites and a benign ovarian tumor. This is the triad seen in Meigs syndrome. Choice B is seen in post-MI patients, Dressler syndrome. Choice C leads to acute onset ascites and right upper quadrant pain, that is Buchiari syndrome. Choice D leads to obstructive jaundice and cachexia, that is cholangiocarcinoma. So that's one thing which I appreciate about this book as well. Now coming to anatomy. So we see they have like the most recent questions in the beginning and then they have the normal questions below. Okay, and later on is gonna be the answers. They do have a lot of like image based questions. My friends, here is the key points which I was telling you about. This is how the key points look like. Most of the important stuff is all clubbed together in these key points, and I am telling you my friends, this part is very good. It's very good. Okay, especially before the exam, you're very stressed and you don't really know what to look at. This part really is helpful. And this is the model test paper 1. Okay, so friends, that basically was my review or something about the FMG Solutions textbook and also the pre-PG app. I just want to show you like what's available in FMG Solutions, especially because this book is really a good book. Okay, if you don't have access to any apps or anything like that, please do utilize this book in the right way. Don't just simply do the questions and be fine with getting correct MCQs right, because that's not the point, because those MCQs will not come in our exam like that, but rather going to the answer section and looking at all the answers and seeing like why is the other answer not the answer, or like why, and also taking that extra information and writing things down or making Anki cards or doing what is necessary, do what is necessary. Okay, because if you simply do the MCQs and if you're not gaining anything, if you're simply doing it, it will be useless at the end of the day. You must be doing MCQs so that you're gaining stuff, right? You don't want to simply do it and be done with doing it. I've noticed recently, like, because I wanna like get the streak on Prep Ladder app, right? I would try to like finish doing my stuff every single day, because every time I tried to do it and I failed and my streak went back, and I wanted to like have a good streak, okay? So I was doing it, and then sometimes I would just feel like I'm just doing the MCQ so that I could get the streak and I could get that points, but that's something which I want to tell you, that don't just do it for the streak, but do it so that you gain some information, do it so that you know what you're dealing with, and also do it for your patients in the future. If you're gonna be treating patients, right, we need to know stuff. We can't just simply be fake doctors, right? So we need to know stuff and do it for them, do it for their sake, yeah. That's all what I have to say right now. I was just like feeling very weird to just simply do the most important, the high yield thing, because it was actually Prep Ladder's work. It was not my work or anything. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do everything coupled together, so that if one person can't gain anything from this, they can gain something else from this, maybe. So my friends, thank you so much for watching this video, and do comment down below, like, how is your preparation going? My friends, are you studying? Are you able to study? Please do study. Okay, let's study and let's pass the exam this time, because we seriously do not know what is the next thing gonna be. So let's try to do what we can right now. At the same time, let's take some rest, and let's also try to not become crazy. Let's try to not become very depressed, okay? I've noticed that as well, and I was like, I'm gonna take some rest. So yesterday I did take some rest, and I did watch some show, some things like that, because I was like, you know what, my mind is not okay. So that's something which we need to be very careful about, right? So we can't just ignore our mind, we can't just ignore our feelings. We need to take care about that as well, because otherwise we will not be studying anything. We will be simply sitting here and doing stuff and going crazy. So really make sure that you're also mentally stable and mentally fine as well. So thank you so much, my dear friends. I will see you in the next video. Until then, bye.